Happy Saturday. Me and Bootsy's just having a cup of coffee in our favorite coffee cup. I love that cup. Anyhow, I thought we'd do a chat since I didn't live stream yesterday morning. I wasn't feeling good. I didn't feel good the evening before that. I just got really tired. My head started hurting. And I felt the same way yesterday morning when I woke up. But I feel better today. My head's still hurting a little bit. Maybe it's because I don't drink as much coffee as I used to. Anyhow, I'll just wait for y'all to get in here. I just been piddling around the house this morning, straightening some things up, feeding animals. Me and Bootsy been out here drinking coffee and listening to some drama streams. Hey, Kayla, good morning. You're the first one in here. Morning from Sacramento. Love to go out that way. My granny and her sister, after my papa's suicide, my granny sister took her on a cross country road trip. It was them two, Granny, Aunt Mabel, and I think maybe their friend B went with them. They done this actually two different fall time during the fall. Um, but anyways, they went to California, Montana. Where'd they go in Montana? Red Lodge, Montana. I remember she talks about that. They actually went to a Navajo reservation. She's been to Nevada. I mean, all kinds of different states. They had all kinds of fun. But on their second trip, they went 2 different years. On the way back, a police officer crashed into them. They was almost home too. I mean, they was just like maybe like a couple states away. Anyways, it broke my granny's arm. Nobody got, real bad hurt besides my granny's arm got broke. Yeah. But they had so much fun. They went to like all the old western towns and all that. My Aunt Mabel, y'all would have loved her. I mean, she was a crackerjack, as we call it. She was so funny, but Betty, would she tell you what was on your mind? And sometimes it was annoying because nobody asked. You know. See, man, she used finally notification actually worked. Good morning, happy Saturday. I was just asked. I don't know if you listened to the replay, but I was like, "Where's Cement Shoes at?" I miss him. I'm glad you made it. Hope your dad's doing okay. I've not got to ask you about him. How is he? Is he doing okay? What's going on? I'm feeling better, guys. But I still, it's so annoying because I get tired and weak sometimes, like in the evenings. I've noticed that. Yesterday evening, I dozed off. I was going to watch a drama live stream, and I fell asleep in the recliner. But I have been trying to cut back on my smoking, like a lot. A lot. I used to smoke a pack a day. I don't anymore. I smoke maybe 5 cigarettes a day is what I try to do. I know I shouldn't be smoking it all with COPD and that pulmonary hypertension crap. But I've got to get me some gum or some patches, nicotine gum or patches, because I've been smoking since I've been about 13 years old, y'all. Yeah, I used to sneak smoke when I was about 13. Because my dad owned a bar and he sold cigarettes there, so there was always cartons of cigarettes in the back of the restaurant and at home and stuff. So I'd just take them. I'm sorry, hon. Good to hear that she took that road trip. Yeah, police officers are looking on their computer and get focused on reading them. Yeah, he didn't mean to hit them. Unfortunately, last year my mom and dad passed away within 17 days of me. See, Mitch, I did not know that. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Oh God, I feel terrible asking. I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry, Cement Shoes. I hate to hear that. Well, prayers, hon. Is Melissa around? Your partner? How is she? I'm telling you what, it's been an awful couple of years, Cement Shoes, as far as people and animals passing away. It really took its toll on me. And I know it's worse when it's humans. Like, I get that. My mom always says that to me, and it gets on my nerves because I know that. Um, but I love an animal, I love it like it's my family. It's more than an animal to me. And here, like, Cleo, or not Cleo, Chloe died in my arms. Smokey died in my arms at the vet. Annabelle died in my arms. My red hen died. I mean, it's just been rough. Hey, Mike, good morning. Mom, January 19th, Dad, February 5th. Please don't feel bad for asking. You're just a good friend. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not a good friend, or I would have known this. I'm so sorry. And prayers, hon. I know how close you was with your parents and how good you were to them. Good son. And they knew it. You're a good person. I've never met you. I have no idea what you look like. But I know you. You know what I mean? And you're a good person. I know they say you can't trust people on the internet, and you can't. But some people, even though you've never met them and stuff, you just know them. You know they won't do certain things, and you know their heart. Especially if they've been around your town, like Cement Shoes and everybody else for a long time. That broke me up about Annabelle. She was like my little buddy. Oh, I'll tell you what, I about died over Annabelle Cement Shoes. I really did. I even started crying over her the other night when I had a couple beers. I'm an emotional person. I miss my goat so bad. It's so weird over there without her. It about killed me. I know she was going to die that day because when I went over there that morning, I quit locking her door because she liked to come out real early before I'd make it over there. And nothing bothered her. So she could just gently push the door open. And I couldn't find her. And she was laying around that little chicken coop. And she was laying in the sun, and the way she was curled up, like her face was on the ground. I thought she was dead. I felt my heart drop in my stomach, that feeling. And I went over there and I was like, oh, you're sunning. But I knew it was weird because I knew she was probably going to die because her head was completely on the ground. She didn't do that. Unless she was all stretched out sunning like she used to. And then so I came back home. And then I went back to check on her, and she was laying underneath the pine tree over there, curled up. And I got over top of her, put my arms underneath her, and picked her up. And she couldn't stand. Yeah, and I knew she was going to die. And I was like, let me go to Tractor Supply. So I went to Tractor Supply and got some stuff. I gave her a shot. And she died probably 30 minutes after I gave her the antibiotics. I didn't know what was wrong with her. If no vet would take her in, we tried everywhere. That's why Mark won't let me get another goat, because we can't get it vet care. And that broke him up about Annabelle. That was his little buddy. She loved him because he would let her ram his legs and he would play with her. Let's see, he's in chat. I didn't tell hardly anyone. As I barely have told anyone to this day. I'm so upset over Laverne and Chloe, and I'm a big time animal lover. I know it about killed me over Annabelle. I mean, When she died, I just started wailing. It was bad. I can't talk about it. And Mark was like, what? And I was like, she just took her last breath. I hollered out. You know, it gets me choked up. Big time. Big time. That's the bad thing about loving animals. It's so surprising that she got sick like that. I'll tell you, the temperature, I believe, had a lot to do with it, even though she had plenty of hay and insulation, the way everything was set up. See, we had that big carport tent over her little shed Mark made her out of pallets. And then around the little shed under the tent, there was hay and everything around, and he insulated it and all that, but it just got so cold this winter. I couldn't even bring her over here because the damn dogs. I think that might have had something to do with it and them damn mice over there. They have UC Davis College of Veterinary Medicine by me. They're phenomenal and would have taken Annabelle. Yeah, Annabelle could have been saved, I believe. If a vet would have seen her, I believe she could have been saved. It was so little. Um, the neighbor helped Mark dig her grave, and they was tore up about it too. They get on my nerves, but they was real tore up about Annabelle. They're good people, but they're just, oh my God. Alcoholics. You know how it is trying to deal with alcoholics. Neighbor took my cat and presented him as her own and had him put to sleep without asking me. She lived across the street here too. She would have been, she would have been on a stretcher, cement shoes, if not a body bag. If she'd have took my cat and had it put to sleep, I would have needed bail money. They probably wouldn't have given me no damn bond. I would lose it, guys. I know violence not the answer and you can't go around killing people. But I'm just saying, I would get in a fight with somebody if they done that to my animal. Especially if the law didn't do nothing about it. It's ridiculous. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That would have killed me. Actually, the vet's not supposed to put down good animals just because you want rid of them. I don't think they can ethically and morally do that, right? Can't legally just put down an animal because somebody don't want it no more because it's old. If it's still got viable life, right? Mike, oh my God, I know, Mike, like I would have been, oh my gosh. They would have had to have handcuffed me to the bed to keep me at home from getting my hands on that neighbor and wringing their neck like a damn chicken. You know what, guys? I was thinking this morning because I have been reading about these orcas have been sinking boats and they're teaching each other to sink boats. It happened off the coast of Morocco and some other place. They are pissed off that, excuse me, they're pissed off that their matriarch was, I believe, injured. I don't know if he killed her or what, but they're retaliating. And so I was thinking this morning, I was like, well, you know what? Humans are the most despicable species on this planet. Not all of us, but the majority. Everything we touch, we destroy. Nature, everything. Look at that asshole that went into the national park and touched that baby bison and had his picture made with it. And then the herd rejected it and it had to be put down. How ignorant are people? Then there was that influencer that got up close to a big, I guess, a bison taking a selfie. So dangerous. She better be glad it didn't get up and ram her ass and stomp her to death and horn her to death. But anyways, that baby bison lost its life because a man had to touch it. I love animals, but I know not to touch nature. It's like those raccoons out here. I do not touch them. That one will take bread from my hand, but it's really bad of me to do that. I could get bit, and it's teaching it to not be afraid of humans. But it's hard not to feed her. She came here last year with her mommy, and I remember her because of her little white ears and her little white patches. And she know to come here, and I'll feed her. But anyways, yeah, I think that man that done that with the baby bison was arrested for that. It's good enough for him. That baby lost its life because of his dumb ass. He had gotten hurt but was entirely able to be saved. I would have given every cent I had to save him. Wasn't her choice to make. Yeah, I could never do that to someone's animal. Now, if I find somebody's animal injured or something, I'm going to get in touch with them and tell them. I'm going to go to their house and tell them, right? And if they don't want to take action, then I will. They don't want to take it to the vet. That'd be the only way I'd do it. Or if I found somebody's animal and they wasn't no time to waste, it was hurt or something. But I would tell them at the vet, hey, it's not my call to. But I would rush them to the vet. We took a raccoon to the vet and they put it to sleep. Found it beside the road. Someone hit it. It was suffering. Mm-hmm. Poor little thing couldn't be saved. I don't even think we got a wildlife rehab around here. I'm pretty sure. I was looking that up the other day, and it's pretty far away from here. There has to be something though close by. I mean, where do they take like the injured hawks and stuff? Bays Mountain, Tennessee. I know at Bays Mountain. I think that's down in Johnson City, Tennessee. I've been there several times. But like the animals that they have on display there, wildlife they've been found, injured and stuff and can't be re-released, like the owls and certain birds they've got up there. Them damn owls, they got big bird houses for them, outdoor, enclosures. They will hiss at you when you walk by. They're mean as hell. We rescued an owl off the highway one time. It looked like it flew into a car and knocked itself out. It was sitting right on the yellow line, guys, of the 4-lane. Traffic going by. Shoo, shoo. It was Christmas Eve. Mark's like, I'm turning around and getting that bird off the highway. So that's exactly what he did. And we didn't know what to do. And I was like, well, we can't leave it like this. One eye was open, one eye wasn't. You could tell it was like I had a concussion or something, head injury. And I was like, we got to take it somewhere. So we put it in the Jeep in a box in the back. Well, we started to, and I guess where it was warm in the vehicle that like woke it up, it started waking up. So we took it back out and he had it sitting on his arm. I have a picture of it, and it flew off into the trees. True story, but they will find the hell out of you for doing that, what we did. Mm-hmm. They will. They want you to just leave it there and die. It was what do you call it? What do you call it? Some kind of barred hoot owl. I can't remember. It was real pretty. I think it flew into someone's vehicle and knocked itself out. It was so lucky. It was sitting like on those yellow lines, and you could tell it was off balance, swaying, traffic going by. Nobody else even going to stop and try to help the little feller. We have a wildlife place about 45 minutes from us that we took a baby bird to before that was left behind. Oh, everybody's always finding baby squirrels, baby birds, but not me. Biggest animal lover in the world, and I can't even find one, which I'm glad. On the other hand, I'm glad. That means no babies has fell out of the nest. That's not good. Baby falls out of the nest around here, it's going to be eaten by a cat quick, unfortunately. I have an immense respect for people that help animals. Yeah, me too. I wish I could do more for animals, but I do what I can in my neighborhood. You know, the neighborhood animals. So damn feral cat colony here. Look, guys, that little orange cat. I've told y'all about him. He likes to headbutt the other cats out the food dish. I mean, he does it hard too. He's a bully. He eats all his food and wants everybody else's. He's like little Dennis the Menace. Anyways, he's disappeared. He's gone. I have a feeling he might have been killed or something. Because that cat was always sitting out there by the fence or in the pine tree watching to see if I'm going to bring food out because he's a pig. I mean, I took real good care of him, like feeding him. He's looking healthy. He was born like back in the winter during that real cold spell. It's a miracle he survived. Miracle. I wish I could run like an animal like sanctuary, but have it open to the public. That way you could charge a little admission that way to help, feed the animals. Like a drive through, like little petting zoo. You have some llamas, some goats. Even maybe have one of them little machines people can get food out for the goats. And if I was rich, I wouldn't even charge. Since I'm not rich, I would have to charge a fee. That way we can help more animals and feed them. Once a year, we generally donate food, blankets, etc. to shelter. Yeah, we donate food. There's a pet store. It's called Pet Sense. It's the most expensive damn pet store you've ever been in your damn life. I mean, it's more expensive than PetSmart, in my opinion. But we donate food there. We'll buy a bag, drop it off, or, pack of the canned food, a big case of it, or something like that. We do that right often. Right often. Oh, I remember Jack and Jill. You know how Google shows you photo memories? They came up on some photo memories the other day, and there was actually a video of Jack and Jill coming up the hill to get them some feed. I'm going to tell you how smart those birds were. Those birds were not being fed any bird feed because some people are ignorant and they think you can just get a goose and a duck and turn it loose in a pond and not feed it. These are domesticated animals. They're not wild. You have to buy them feed. Anyways, they were so smart. They must have heard those chickens and figured out there was food up here. That's the only thing I can figure out of how they found their way all the way up here. It's a pretty good walk. It is a pretty good walk. I'll try to show y'all. Let me unplug. You see that house over there on the hill? You can't hardly see it from here. Right over there, there's a house and a pond. Okay? They come from there. And they would cut across. They'd come across right there. But see, if you have to go down my driveway and then around the road, it's a damn good distance. Look how far they come. Nah, some people my location, I don't care. Ain't no weirdos wants to come up here, honey. They will. They won't leave on in an ambulance. I'm just kidding. Ain't that a damn good long walk? That's the only thing I can figure out. And Mark's the one that came up with that. He's like, I bet they heard those chickens and figured out, hey, they might be food up here. Come on, Bootsy. I don't like her out there walking around. I'm afraid somebody might run over her. I've got really attached to Boots. I call her Bootsy because she looks like she's got 4 little white boots on. I can't bring her in the house because I've got 2 cats and 2 dogs already. But that cat has chosen me as her favorite person. She is totally obsessed with me. Earlier this morning, I looked around at the window, and I always raise the shade there so the cats can look outside. She was sitting on the air conditioner looking through the window at me. And I was like, oh, it breaks my heart. I would love for somebody to give her a good, loving home, um, but they're not going to be good to her and show her love, then she's just better off here with me. She sleeps on the porch in this little cat bed. Cleo and Zoe will not sleep in this little cave bed. Well, a subscriber got it for them off Amazon. But they won't. They won't sleep in it. They never did like it. For the time I opened it up, it was something about the smell. I've seen Zoe in it a couple of times. So anyways, I brought it out here for Bootsy because it's got a little round pillow inside of it. And I put her little cat blanket in it. And that's where she sleeps. And Milo, a little boy cat, he sleeps over here on one of the dog beds. See, he was buddies with that little orange cat. I call him Orangey. His real name was Dennis Menace. And they were like two peas in a pod, and now he's gone. Gone. See, I've always got animal drama going on. See, your land looks so beautiful. Oh, thank you. I wish it was my land. The mobile home is ours, but the land's not. But it is really, it's nice up here. We would love to be able to buy this whole top property. It would be so awesome. Wouldn't it, Bootsy? Guys, she is so freaking skinny and long. I wormed her yesterday. I thought I had wormed her a while back, about a month ago. So I gave her a little wormer in her food yesterday, some wet food, and hopefully she'll start gaining some weight. I don't understand why she's so skinny, because I feed her constantly. She's always got food out here. She can eat whenever she wants. All of them can. Little Milo, he's a beautiful little cat. It's a little boy cat. He's got like markings like Zoe does. He's a tortie. He's beautiful, but I swear to gosh, he's scared of everybody, even me. Yeah, he don't let me touch him unless I've not had food out and he's real hungry. He'll come over there to the food bowl and I'll touch him, but he don't like it. And then there's one that looks just like Cleo. It's got big hairy ears and stuff. And I've noticed it's been limping for about 3 months. It's got a big fuzzy tail. It looks like a raccoon tail. Rings like a raccoon does. But it is so freaking wild. Like, if it's over there at the pine tree and I just come out on the porch, that thing's gone. But it don't put no weight on that one leg. It needs to be trapped, doctored up, and released. That's the only thing they can do with feral cats. Cute name. Thank you. I always try to name animals something unique. Something that suits them, Now, my neighbors call her Socks or something. I said, that's dumb. That's a dumb name. We're going to call her Boots. Then I think there's somebody on YouTube named Boots. And I was like, So I just call her Bootsy. Bootsy Wootsy. It's so damn skinny, aren't you? Sometimes I look out the back door and she's on one of these dog beds and she's stretched out and she is so damn long and skinny. But I'm afraid something might happen to her. I'm afraid a hawk might get her or something. Because my neighbor said he heard a commotion in the sky and a hawk had a cat. That cat was fighting it, trying to get loose, and it dropped it. So he told me, cat left. Hey, knitting artisan. Hey, girl, yesterday, me and Timothy was cracking up because Cleo come and stole that little gnome and took off with it in her mouth. And I had to go get it from out from underneath the bed. And she gets it and she bunny kicks it with her back feet. She is obsessed with that freaking gnome. I didn't know cats would carry stuff around like that. They absolutely will. How are you doing this morning? I've just been rambling on and on and on. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go get me some coffee. I'll be right back. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me put my coffee down. Skylar's wanting out of the bedroom. The door's shut. She likes her privacy. No, no, no. Boots is out here. Oh my goodness, these damn animals. I'm gonna have to get off here, guys, in just a second. I just wanted to chat with y'all a little bit this morning. Skylar's got up and she's gonna start her titty babying. Hey, do you want to hear something crazy? When I was in the hospital, Skylar did not cry and whine to get her way. As soon as I came home through the door, she started titty babying. So what does that tell you? I'm the problem. I'm the enabler. She has a serious food addiction problem, just like Foodie Beauty. Do y'all watch Foodie Beauty? I've been watching her crap show. I can't watch those mukbangs, however you say it. I can't watch someone going, I have, oh my gosh, guys, she poured like almost a whole damn bottle of Parmesan stuff on something she was eating, some spaghetti or some crap. I've never seen anybody make love to food like that. It is so disgusting. And there's nothing wrong with being heavy set. My papa's sister, she's an angel. She was an angel. Best heart in the world. She was real overweight. But she didn't get on camera eating big damn skillets full of food either. You know. She didn't get in front of people and eat big things of food. I guess she did it when she was alone. You know what I mean? But she was a wonderful person. But Foodie, she is so. She'd be wearing that hijab and stuff like she's holier now. And her been on live streams for in her damn bra, in her damn short nightgowns. I haven't watched her. I've gotten to the point I can't handle that. That is so. I know it. I can't watch it. That's sickening. Did I show you my little cup I got? Look. I got this at the dollar store yesterday. I was made fun of over it. It was only $1. I wish it was made a little bit better, but it's like cheap plastic, but it's like really cute. I was like, that's gonna be my little cup this summer. Drink my ice water. And someone said to me, oh, I see you got you a toddler cup. Sippy cup. Being bullied. I am talking about, there's this lady, her name is, look her up, Gayla. Foodie, Foodie, Beauty. Foodie Beauty, Chantel. She's a lady that is really, really overweight. And she's had a channel. She's very successful, probably makes a lot of money at it. She does those mukbangs, and she don't even bother to get her a damn plate. She just eats. I seen her eating out of that big skillet with that big wooden spoon, y'all. I believe she does that crap on purpose just so people will say something about it, because I actually found it disgusting. She ate a whole damn a huge ass skillet full of food. She does it almost every day. Big old tubs of food, family size portions. Just gorge, gorge, gorge. And listen, she married a man in Kuwait. So she moved from Canada, she's Canadian, to Kuwait. It's the freaking summertime. Summer just started there. You know how damn hot it is there? She can't even go out in the daytime because she's wearing fully covered stuff, and she probably weighs about 400 pounds. She can't breathe. She went out the other day, just, I don't know, I guess to the store or something, about had a heat stroke. Feature man? What's going on with him? I know one of her subscribers, Foodie Beauties. Nitty Arson said she heard of it. What a creep, she says. I don't know who that is, guys. Y'all know I wasn't on the internet for about 11 days on YouTube. I was so sick. I couldn't. It was like the last thing on my mind. I barely made that one post. I was in the hospital when I made it. I think Hibiscus a picture of me from the hospital. I look like a freaking zombie. My eyes, y'all ought to seen them. Completely black, circled. I look horrible. My knee is swollen most days. It is what it is. Yeah, you just got to push through, don't you, Gayla? You can't give up on it. You just have to push through. But sometimes pushing through get you in bad shape. And that's what happens with me. And I wait too long to go to the doctor. I laid on the couch. Gosh, I felt like I laid there for weeks. But it was 4 or 5 days. And then my mom's like, you have to go to the ER. I couldn't hardly stand up. And I couldn't breathe. Hardly at all. I had noticed something was wrong with my breathing, where I like to, maybe smoke a bowl or something, some cannabis. I had noticed that I couldn't smoke anymore, that I felt like when I did, it smothered me, and that really helps with, that's what I do for pain. It's just smoke, But I was like, I just can't smoke anymore. I didn't know I was so sick with COPD and my blood pressure. Yeah. Doctor giving me the wrong kind of blood pressure medicine. Didn't help none. It made if any of y'all ever take propanol, that can make fluid worse on you. If you got something wrong with you like I do, it made it worse. Anyways. That was just fun. Oh, he's a predator? Timothy may know who that is. Now, Timothy watches a lot of YouTube. He's got certain YouTubers that he watches in the gaming community. He says that, all of us wouldn't make it in the gaming community because they just say whatever there. All kinds of bad words. All kinds of bad things. If you can't handle stuff like that, you can't be in one of those communities. I can't handle it myself. I wouldn't want to be in no damn gaming community anyways. I don't like to game. I like to play Heyday. That's it. I hate child predators. Nominate them for extermination. Yeah. They have no business on Earth. Why? Why let these predators have it out of prison and give them another chance to harm another child? Because you cannot rehabilitate a sex predator. I don't care what anyone says. You'll never be able to convince me that you can rehabilitate those weirdos, because it's just wired into their damn DNA, into their head, into them. They're evil. They're sick. They can't they can't control those sick urges of theirs. But yet here they let them out and they reoffend or or go kill a child like Cherish Periwinkle, murdered by that sex predator. He should have been in prison for the rest of his life. He should have never been out walking among the rest of us. Meant to mention and watched a movie I think you'll like called Trust. It's on YouTube. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll check that out. I really like the old Lifetime movies that was based on true stories and stuff. They were good back then. Now, not so much. I noticed these Lifetime movies, they got the same damn plot. Every damn one of them. They got the same plot. They need somebody to write them some new scripts, man. Big time. I couldn't write them for them, but I could give them some ideas out of my mouth. I didn't know his friends give us a lot of predators are indefinite and cause, for that matter, people that are sick like that work their way into positions of authority. Yeah, there was a. Well, I'm gonna light one cigarette. There was a lady that worked with rape victims, victims of incest, just you name it, things like that. Guess what? She was abusing her patients. These young women and men came to her for help. They had already been, you know, brutalized, raped, all that, and she did it to them again. Somebody of authority that's supposed to help them. Actually, I read the article to you guys. It was a long time ago. Seems like she was up north or something. Yeah, you do roll the dice involving them. And a lot of these people that's been foster parents for a long time, like around here, the social workers will believe every word they say over the kids. I mean, if a kid reports them for something, they don't do too much investigating. No, I prefer either old western musicals or ballet movies, not into romance videos. Same, Gala, not into romance. No, I did like The Notebook. That is a good movie. I don't like to watch it all the time, but that was a good movie. I like Titanic. That's about it. I like thrillers, mysteries. I watch about dinosaurs too. I like the Jurassic Park movies. Jurassic World. Uh, Not a big fan. I like the other Jurassic movies better. They just had to take it where dinosaurs is off that island running around everywhere. No, no, I would have took those movies a different direction. Looking at their involvement with the West Boys Rats, they see some foster parents, some social workers, some law enforcement, not everyone. But if one cockroach gets, they bring their friends. Exactly. Yeah, there's some good foster parents out there. Some good adoptive parents, some good biological parents. But there's a lot of damn bad too. And sometimes I think there's more bad than good. Timothy's dad told me one time while we were dating, we were talking about things, and he was in foster care. And he said he could remember being 3 years old. And like one of those big batteries that comes in like a battery powered car or something kids ride around. His foster dad took one of those to his head. His foster parents was very, very abusive to him, and he could remember it. Cement shoes. I like thrillers, murder, mysteries, comedies, not into romance. I like some comedies. I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy, the latest one. My grandkids want to see it when I visit them in Arkansas. I don't like those movies. And Gala. I don't like Guardians of the Galaxy. I like some of the Harry Potter movies. Um, I mean, Spider-Man movies, stuff like that. It's all right. I like the old Superman movies. with that guy. Who was that? Christopher Reeves. I like some of the old Star Wars movies, like from the 80s. But I watched Guardians of the Galaxy a while back too, just to see what it was about, and I didn't care for it too much. Now, I did like the new Beauty and the Beast. When that came out, Timothy took me to the movies to see it. I know he didn't like it because there's a lot of singing, but I loved it. I like musicals, some musicals. Y'all know I've never watched The Sound of Music. Mm-mm. I don't think so. If I did, I was really little. One of my favorite movies of all time, though, is The Wizard of Oz. Love that. Some here, some choose, but some comedies. I just watched a comedy that was pretty good. It's called Bad Teachers or Bad Teacher, something like that. Cameron Diaz. That was kind of funny. Bad Moms. I think I watched that. It's pretty good. I'm just not into a lot of comedies. I watched TV show Beauty and the Beast in the 80s. Oh, I remember that. I used to watch that too, where the Beast lived in the park in like New York or somewhere like that. I remember that. That was a good show. Dirty Dancing. Blanche, how are you doing? Your name reminds me of the Golden Girls. And someone up the driveway. Well, Cosmo with his owner. That dog rides in the seat like he's human. The other day he had a tie on because he goes to the garage and works with his owner. He works in the office. The dog does. Um, Now, I'm glad someone mentioned Beauty and the Beast, that TV show, because I would love to have all the seasons to that to watch. Because I can barely remember it because I was so little when I watched it. ODG Blanche. Meet the Parents. Yeah, Meet the Parents is good. There are some comedies that I like Medea. You know what I'm talking about? The Medea movies, Medea Halloween, and all that. She cracks me up. I love those movies. I don't like comedies that resort. Yeah, me either. Me either. Now I like the old like 80s comedies with like John Candy. I love him. I love Uncle Buck and that movie Summer Rental and The Great Outdoors. Do y'all remember that movie My Girl? That was a good movie, but it was so freaking sad. And every time I watch something like that, I'll just cry and cry. Also, Going is on YouTube. That's a good movie. Yeah. Hey, I had all of the 50 Shades movies, and I gave them to my mom to watch it. She called me. She said, "What the hell did you give me to watch?" I'm not watching that, she said. Oh, Uncle Buck is great. And Summer Rental is good too with John Candy. I love that one. My girl's good, yeah. You'll clean out your sinuses watching it. I know. I know. Them bees killed that little boy. So sad. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here and go in, see what the animals are doing, and um, get myself put together a little bit. I hope y'all have a great day, and I may see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, what is tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah. We'll do maybe a little chat sometime tomorrow. Anyways, y'all be safe, be kind, and peace. Help out an animal, guys. If you see one in need, help it out.